for the South Central Cougars. For the Dieterich moving Maroons, it's the usual gang of 5. Bryce Booty will start it. He's a 5'10 sophomore. He'll be joined by Pete Britton, the good-looking 5'9 freshman. Cole Nieberge, a 6'4 senior. Colin Hartke, a 6'2 senior. And Derek Kuhl, he's a 6'3 junior. So a couple of seniors, a junior, a sophomore, and a freshman in the starting lineup for this Dieterich team that's 14-6 on the season. So 2 more teams here, Matt. Double figures and wins this season.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dieterich kind of had some injuries that they've been dealing with early in the season, and Booty came on and has started to play regular minutes now for them, and that's added not only to their starting lineup, but then obviously to their depth as well. And then with South Central, they've got a lot of players that are available to them to run in and out as well. And I think this is going to be a great matchup between these two clubs.
Real quickly, I want to give more shout-outs there. Carol Jean Campbell's watching Dieterich from Leesburg, Florida. She says, go Maroons. Dan Beckew listening and enjoying the broadcast from Jefferson, Wisconsin. We've had people literally from all over the nation check in that they're watching and some listening, because you can still stream online for audio. Dave and Lana Schmidt are in Maui. Go Indians. The only thing frosty and cold here is this Mai Tai. Sorry, Matt. Keep it up, guys. You two do a great job. Thank you. And Gene Morton says he's watching and cheering on Ruffner, his grandson. Gene down the road from us. Peggy Radloff says she's watching from Wheeler. And Twyla Ruhal, the old Stu Straws grad from 1979. As a first time in school history, Stu Straws won the NTC tournament. Her brother was born while the NTC tournament was going on. Her dad went to the game the following night while Mom was in the hospital. There's a Comets fan for you. So thank you, folks, for checking in. We appreciate it. Glad we can bring you the ball games, courtesy of the House of Wayne. And tips underway. South Central with the basketball. And here we go in the nightcap of our doubleheader. Working it out top are the Cougars. In the hands of Aaron Patton. He drives to the baseline. Can't get in. Leaves it to Keenan Wilshire. Now out top, and the Cougars will re-rack the offense. About the free throw line. Good pass underneath, but the shot's blocked. Shot put up by Patton, but it was blocked nicely by Cole Nieberge, and Dieterich gets the rebound. So they worked it inside, but South Central can't cash in. So the Maroons first bite at the apple here. Working it out top. Pete Britton with the ball. The freshman gets it away to Cole Nieberge. Back to Britton. They bring it the other side of the floor now to Derek Kuhl. Britton can't penetrate, so back out front to Booty. The baseline, no shot, but it rolled off 3 kids and landed in Cole Nieberge's hands for Dieterich. He gets it to the corner. Booty for 3. Rims out, no good. Dieterich rebound, though. Colin Hartke goes up strong. His 2 won't go. Derek Kuhl puts it up, and he got it. So Dieterich was going to stay here as long as it took to score, and the Maroons lead it 2-0.
Yeah, and that can't make Coach Blake Doring very happy that his kids gave up that many opportunities. But boxing out is tough to do out of his own defense.
Cougars get it on the side to go baseline. Kick it to the corner. Tough catch over there, though, by Colin Miller. He couldn't get a shot away. So back to the other side. Bront moves in. Runner for 2 is good. That ties it at 2. So both teams took more than one shot to score, but they got the job done. 2 apiece here, 2 minutes into the game. Booty across the half line for Dieterich. Leaves it with Hartke. Now down low. Nieberge the catch. The shot good. Boy, he has matured well, and the seniors seeing it pay off.
And he shot that ball under heavy duress and was still able to get it up and in.
4-2 Dieterich. Nice pass underneath by the Cougars, but the kid tripped. And maybe he tripped because he got help to the floor.
Yeah, the feet got tangled, it looked to me like, but it was on the other end of the court. But that foul's going against Dieterich's Colin Hartke. It's his first and the team's first.
So out of bounds by the basket for the Cougars. Brown looking to get it inbounds, and it goes deep with it, but almost not deep enough. Eventually, it's battled for, and the Cougars got it. Now, nice work over there as Cole Nieberge. He ties up Brown in a jump. And the alternate possession will give it away to Dieterich. First turnover on South Central. Good crowd here. A lot of Altamont folks sticking around. See who they're going to play Friday night. And full court pressure here by the Cougars, but Dieterich beats it up court. Driving it into the lane. Shot for two. Hartke no good. Rebound out of bounds off Dieterich. So Cougar basketball. 4-2 Maroons. 5:22 to go. Opening quarter. Altamont, the big win over Windsor's Two Straws in our opener tonight. So the winner of this game will be taking on Altamont on Friday night. Remember, we have 3 for you tomorrow night. Windsor's Two Straws and CHBC in that 5 o'clock game. Here's a corner three. Good. Put up and in by Aaron Patton for South Central. And the Cougars have a 5-4 lead.
He didn't have much room, but he got the shot away and buried it.
A lot of pressure, but Dietrich gets it across the half line. Booty with the ball. Now away to Hartke. They go baseline to Britton, and he got bumped out of bounds. As Wilshire thought he was set, Bob Schlechte disagrees.
Yeah, he didn't quite have that baseline secured, and he kept moving with him with the contact coming. So the first foul on the Cougars does indeed go against Keenan Wilshire.
Carl Repking and Fisher, our other officials tonight. Sorry, I was trying to watch the ball game and talk at the same time. Dietrich got it inbounded, and they pull it out top. Pete Britton with a basketball, working on 2. Back to the basket at the free throw line. Now to Booty, drives down the lane, then kicks it to the side. Good move to the hole, but Hartke's layup got pinned beneath the rim, and eventually Hunter Brandt the rebound for South Central. So it's 5-4 Cougars. They get the ball. Got loose from Patton, but he got it back. Over in the corner now, back out front. South Central's going to set it up again here. Halfway through the first quarter, Cougars with the ball and a 1-point lead. Miller with it. Leaves it over on the opposite wing to Hunter Brandt, or Brandt. They pronounce it both ways.
Yeah.
Some folks say you're right, whichever you say. Brandt shot for 2, won't go. Nice box out by Derek Poole. He went up strong, got the rebound for Dietrich. They fired down to Hartke. He drives it inside and got fouled on the way. I think Patton hooked him.
I think that has to be the call, but we'll make sure. It's the second foul on South Central. We know that. And it is going to be the first foul of the ball game on number 35, Aaron Patton.
And Dietrich will inbound on the baseline. Britton goes deep with it. It's caught out there by Hartke. Now in the opposite corner, Britton with the ball. Back out to Booty. Booty swings it over on the side. Hartke with it. Back out front to Hartke. Britton thought about a 3, now drives in for a 2, lost the handle on it, but they see South Central stripped it away, so it'll be maroon ball here at inbound on the baseline.
Britton did a good job of splitting the defense, and in one last-ditch effort was able to knock the ball away, and so Dietrich has it out of bounds.
Dietrich looking to get it inbounds. Hartke finally finds Britton out top. 5-4 South Central. Nobody scored for a while. Booty loads it up for 3 for Dietrich, and I got it. So Bryce Booty, the sophomore, puts Dietrich back in front. It's 7-5. Each team's had a lead.
He caught that ball right in the pocket and just squared and shot it. Real quick release there for Booty.
3:15 to go. First quarter of basketball here with the NTC tournament in Altamont. 7-5 Dietrich. South Central with the basketball. Driving the baseline is Brandt, and a foul on the way. Somebody got him. Probably Cool.
We'll see.
Or Booty.
I think it might be Booty with the hold, as it's the second foul now on Dietrich, and it is the first on Bryce Booty.
South Central sits down Mason Robb, and they run Chase Dodson in, the 5'11 junior. So there's their first substitution of the game. 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. 2-point game. Dietrich with the lead. South Central with the ball. Brandt picks up the dribble. Leaves it with Miller. He brings it out top. Still on the dribble. Now picks it up. Now he needs some help. Finds Cutter down the lane. Tough catch, but the shot's good by Chase Dodson. Got the job done. That ties it at 7.
Yeah, that ball was actually knocked away for a second, but Dodson stayed with it.
Cool with the ball for Dietrich. Out to Hartke, back to Cool. Back to Hartke. Let's get him on this. Now they swing it left side. Catch there by Britton. Bounce pass to Booty. 2:22 to go in the quarter, and it's 7-7 and a steal. Nice job by Colin Miller going up for the ball for South Central. Catch in the lane, and he couldn't get his feet set, and Keenan Wilshire ended up traveling with it. So the Cougars give it right back.
Dietrich had their first turnover, and South Central their second.
We have a timeout. Back in 30, 2:14 to go first quarter. Dietrich timeout. Dietrich and South Central Tied at 7 here at the National Trail Conference Tournament at Altamont on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Brown's Drugstore at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
So the timeout by the Maroons. It'll be Dieterich ball inbound here. 2:12 to go, opening quarter, 7-7 game. Dieterich and South Central, two old Midland Trail opponents, now going at it in the National Trail Conference. And the ball knocked loose. Now Dieterich gets it back. Now South Central gets it back. That was fun. Wilshire with it. Almost walked. Got it away safely to Dodson. Back to Wilshire. Shot for two, no good. And a rebound grab by Colin Hartke for Dieterich. That was an interesting trip. Cool with the ball for the Maroons, out to Booty. Now to Hartke at the head of the key. Over to Booty. Down on the side to Cool. Throw got away from Hartke, but there to rescue the pass was Britton. Now to Cool. And back out top to Nieberge to Booty to Cool. Dieterich working to get open here. 7-7 game with 1:20 to go in the opening quarter. Booty with the ball to Cool to Britton. Britton drives into a double team, so he brings it back out. Over to Booty. Swings to the side. Catch by Nieberge. Now to Britton. Out to Booty. Now to Cool. A lot of passes this trip.
I feel like I'm at a tennis match. My head just keeps going by side to side.
Nieberge didn't pull the trigger, or Hartke didn't pull the trigger on the three. Now they get it to Britton. Freshman drives in, gets it away to Cool. Now to Nieberge. He can't get open. Cool now finally loads up a three from out front, and it's no good, but Booty the rebound for Dieterich. Throws it, caught by Britton. He tried to go to a teammate, but good hands by Wilshire for South Central, and the steal is Dietrich's third turnover. So now South Central has a chance to end the quarter with a lead. 7-7 game. Not a lot of points, but it's been fun. Patton with the ball. Out to Dodson. Now away to Miller. 18 seconds left. Counting down the first quarter clock. First game went to Altamont in impressive fashion. They beat Windsor's Two Straws. Counting down the first quarter clock down to 5. They throw it underneath, and Dieterich knocks it away. Cougars have 3 seconds to inbound by their basket. And Dieterich quickly sends in Andrew Leidy, a 6-foot sophomore, to get Britton out of there. And let's see what the Cougars run here on the inbound play with 3 seconds to go. Right by their bucket. Brantle inbound. Looking. Oh, he drives in for a two. Wilshire shot too strong, or Dodson shot too strong at the buzzer. Thought he might just hit the corner three, and instead he drove and put it up a little strong. So we're tied. 7-7. Dieterich and South Central after one, and Dodson limps off the floor at the end of the quarter, so we'll check on that. 7-7 Dieterich and South Central here at the NTC tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has 2 locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located south Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
It's still 7-7. Now we're going to start the second quarter. Thankfully, Dodson's okay. He was limping off the floor at the end of the quarter, but he looks okay now. He stays out there and got an offensive foul. Somebody off the ball called for the foul. I think it was Miller.
Yep. So Colin Miller has his first foul. It'll be the team's third. As, offensive foul is a quick turnover there for the Cougars. They're third in the ball game.
And Blake Doring made a point of going over and talking to the young man just to let him know what he did. And the turnover gives it back to Dieterich. They get it over on the side to Cool. He goes baseline. Shot for two. Good. That was nice. Derek Cool put it up over two defenders and got it to go. And Dietrich's back in front, 9-7.
They've been real aggressive at attacking the seams of the zone when they have the opportunity. And that time Cool took a couple dribbles and stopped and popped.
Dietrich's manning up here defensively as South Central gets it down court. Patton on the right side to Brandt. They forced it underneath, and nobody was there to catch it. Went over Patton's head, and Dietrich the steal. So the Cougars' second turnover and two trips. They get it to Booty, Dietrich does. And he and Hartke play catch. Hartke with the ball in the lane, shot for two, good. So Dietrich's got a couple of jumpers down, and South Central wants to chat. It's 11-7 Dietrich now. 6:56 to go in the second quarter. Back in 30 on 97.9 XFM.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com. Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help.
Well, Blake Doring's not one to get out of hand, and a couple of quick buckets there for Dietrich. Pretty good shots, too. I think that's what disappointed him more.
Well, and South Central's playing that same zone defense we saw out of North play, the 1-2-2, but Dietrich has been able to throw over a little quicker and attack those seams a little quicker, and that's paid off in some pretty good looks.
See what the Cougars do after the timeout. Dietrich with the 11-7 lead. Into the game, by the way, for the Cougars is Corey Smith, and they got the ball inside. Nice drive to the basket by Chase Dodson, and he sticks it up and in. So the Cougars back within two. It's 11-9. Booty down court for Dietrich, and he threw it over the head of Andrew Leidy. He got a hand on it, but then it went by into the black chair seats for a turnover.
And that's the thing. He got a hand on it. Why not put the other hand up there and try to catch it a little better, you know? That's one thing I think a coach would ask him maybe.
So you got to worry about it on both ends of one of those things, don't you? South Central, tough time getting the catch, but they made the pass count. Now Dodson lost the handle on it. Booty the steal for Dietrich. He goes coast to coast, put it up, no good. Rebound Brandt for South Central. Boy, everything right except it didn't go in. Getting it down low, Wilshire shoots and hits for South Central. His first basket, and hey, there's those 4 points back, and we're tied at 11.
Yeah, and a little full court pressure, forced a couple turnovers and a missed shot, and here we go.
2 minutes into the second quarter, it's 11-11. Dietrich, nice catch. Nieberge, turn and shot, good. Ooh, that's pretty. Cole Nieberge with 4. Dietrich's back up, 13-11. I think I'm sticking around for the rest of this one. It's going to be fun.
Ooh.
Now we got a whistle and a travel as the Cougars got it across the half line, and that's it. 4 turnovers on South Central already. And change here for Dietrich. Leidy sits down. Britton's back in. And now Josh Crumweedy's turn to talk to one of his kids. 13-11 Dietrich, and Dietrich gets the ball back after that turnover. 5.5 to go in the second quarter. Cool to Booty for Dietrich. Working against a zone by South Central. Yeah, they get it on the side to Cool. Now back out to Booty. Now to Britton. Back to Booty. Back to Cool. He goes baseline. Shot for 2. Good. Man, he loves that baseline.
He's got a good touch on that shot. He's 3 for 4 in the ball game, and that's a big part of why they're up here.
Cool with 6. And there's that 4-point lead for the Maroons again, 15-11. Hunter Brandt works it across the half line for the Cougars, working on Booty. Booty's working on him. Drives to the elbow of the free throw line. Now off. Catch by Miller. Side to Smith. Swings it to the left side. Tough catch, but he made it. Brandt gets it. Now inside shot up and good by Keenan Wilshire.
He just muscled that one up and in, didn't he?
Yep. 6'3" sophomore. He has 4. 2-point game, and the Cougars get a steal and driving it inside. Off-balance shot, no good by Miller, but look at Smith go get the rebound. Here's an open 3, good from the wing, put in by Colin Miller, and just like that, the Cougars are back in front at 16-15. Down court, Britton for Dieterich. Out top, catch, pass stolen. Miller, long arms, went up, got the steal, gets the layup on the other end. That's taking care of business. Colin Miller with 5, and all of a sudden, South Central's up 3 on the third Dieterich turnover. Those turnovers have come in flurries for these two teams.
And that's what the press has kind of done here since South Central went to that after the timeout.
Harkey loads up for 3 for Dieterich, no good. And Brandt the rebound for South Central, and the Cougars with a chance to extend this 3-point lead. Brandt, corner, catch over there by Miller. Now he puts it on the floor, brings it back out top, lost the handle on it. And just to be on the safe side, Wilshire came over and got it when a game loose. Didn't want any double dribble there. They get it on the side to Dodson. He gets it back. Catch to Wilshire. Shot off the glass a little short. Hartke the rebound for Dieterich. South Central by 3. Dieterich with the ball. 3:13 to go in the second. And a reach-in foul here on Dodson. It was kind of collateral damage there, sort of, but a foul nonetheless.
And Dodson picks up that first foul and the team's 4th.
Down goes Smith for South Central, and they bring Mason Robb back in. Dieterich brings Leidy back in. 18-15, South Central. 3 minutes to go before halftime. Kuhl tried to go to the middle, and another knockaway by South Central. Grabbed this time by Robb. That's 4 turnovers now, and traveling on the Cougars. I think Wilshire stepped before he passed, and that's 5 turnovers on the Cougars. So just a little bit of fine-tuning, and we could have a great game.
Well, these teams are shooting well when they're getting the chance to shoot, particularly here in the second quarter, but they're just turnover-prone.
This was the same deal with Windsor Stew Straws in the first half of our first game. They shot 60%, but they turned it over 15 times. Leidy for 3 for Dieterich, way too strong. Kuhl says, how am I supposed to get the rebound when somebody's hanging on my arm?
Yeah.
And now they're going to talk it over, and they do get it, and it is going to go to South Central, which isn't what Kuhl wants, but, you know, they're just going at it.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I don't think either official had an angle to see everything that was going on.
Josh Crumwitty finds the nearest official as the play goes by him on the Dieterich bench. He a little concerned about that one. Dodson knocked loose, and he gets right back to Dodson in the corner. He drives it inside. Off-balance shot, no good. Rebound grabbed by Cole Nieberge for Dieterich, and a jump's called, and the alternate possession will send it to the Maroons. 2:16 to go in the second quarter. Smith's going to come back now. Corey Smith for South Central, and Dodson has a seat. It's still 18-15. Now it's been 18-15 for a while. We were getting some points finally.
We had baskets exchanged and then turnovers exchanged. That's kind of how it's been.
That slows the scoring down, that's for sure. Booty with the ball to Kuhl to Booty. Now they get it out top to Hartke. To Booty to Kuhl. Kuhl tries to go baseline. They shut it down this time. So back out to Booty. Picks up his dribble. Now what? Gets it out top to Leidy. Leidy on the side. Nieberge, who they really put the clamps on lately. They go to Leidy. Leidy to the free throw line. Side now. Hartke with the ball. Back out top. The catch by Nieberge. Booty in the corner, but they covered him up. He couldn't get open quick enough to get a shot away. Now Leidy in the opposite corner. Out to Hartke. Now to Booty. Boy, he was wanting to shoot. Drives in for 2 instead off the glass. No good. Put back by Nieberge. No good. And the rebound goes to Wilshire for South Central. And I think Kuhl got him.
Yeah, good job of getting on the boards there by Wilshire as he boxed out on that second shot. And like you say, Dieterich picks up the foul, and it is on Derek Kuhl, his first and the team's 3rd.
Leidy down, Britton back for Dieterich. It's 18-15 South Central, and it's been 18-15 for a while. Down to minute 15 to go before halftime. Ball knocked loose. Cougars get it back. Out top, Wilshire with it. driving in, thought about a shot. That's Miller, but he pulled it back down. Now they go inside. Brandt's shot for two won't go. Rebound Colin Hartke for Dieterich. He gets it across the half line. And a little dozy-do there at middle of the floor. Britton gets it for Dieterich. Back out to Hartke. We're under a minute to go before halftime. Catch in the lane by Booty. Shot crawls in. Wow, that's tough. He is sure not the biggest duck in the puddle, but a nice play by Bryce Booty.
Well, he's strong and he's creative. He's able to adjust a little bit, but still has the strength to finish.
That gets Dieterich back within one. It's 18-17. Now lazy pass stolen by the Maroons, and a shot up and good. And that gets Dieterich back in front. They got four quick on the sixth turnover by South Central this quarter. And now Dieterich back in front, 19-18. Brandt shoots an off-balance two for the Cougars, no good. Cool the rebound for Dieterich. 10 seconds left in the half. Hartke down the lane, shot no good. He got blocked and fouled and introduced to the floor, and a foul here on the Cougars.
It's their fifth this half, and foul is on number 11. Mason Robb is who they put on the board, so that'll be his first.
Colin Hartke heading to the line here for Dieterich. 8 seconds left in the half. Hartke makes the first foul shot. Colin with 3, so Dieterich by 2. This match is the biggest lead they've had. Cougars were up by 4. Hartke's second one, no good. So a make and a miss. Brandt the rebound. Cougars have a chance to get a basket here. Brandt shoots for 2, short. Rebound, Dieterich at the buzzer. Just for the record, Colin Hartke, one more rebound there before the buzzer.
His sixth.
2-point game at halftime. It's been a fun one. At the break, it's Dieterich 20, South Central 18. Halftime show on the way in 2 minutes on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at GecknerBros.net.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Niemerg Steakhouse has been serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for over 40 years. Niemerg Steakhouse, proud supporters of local and area high school sports.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Your home for the 85th Annual NTC Tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
This is the Compass Advisory Group Halftime Show. For all of your insurance needs, contact Corey McDaniel at 347-9697.
We're at the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Boys Basketball Tournament at Altamont. At halftime in our second of two, it's a dandy as Dieterich in front of South Central 20-18. Neither team's led by more than 4 points here at halftime. And recap the numbers here in a second. I do want to mention, Wayne tells us Jerry Kranig watching from Bradenton, Florida. Great job, Indians, and Mr. Yarhouse. Great job, sound and picture is great. Glad to hear that. Thanks for checking in. We had a lot of people in Florida watching.
Yeah, they keep rubbing it in.
I'll bet it's not gray and cold there. I'll bet. Anyway, 20-18, Dieterich is in front of South Central. It was 7-7 after a quarter, and then Dieterich outscored South Central 13-11 in the second quarter. So the Maroons are up on the Cougars 20-18 at halftime. And it was just back and forth all the time. Both teams had numerous leads and a lot of turnovers at inopportune times, Matt pointed out, led to a number of turnovers, which led to a number of buckets. So individually, for South Central, Chase Dodson has 4 points. Hunter Brandt has 2. Colin Miller has 5 to lead the Cougars. Keenan Wilshire with 4. Aaron Patton hit a 3. Corey Smith and Mason Robb both played for South Central. Quarters for the Cougars of 7 and 11 for their 18 points here at halftime. For Dieterich, Bryce Booty has 5. Pete Britton has 2. Cole Nieberge 4. Colin Hartke 3. Derek Poole 6. And Andrew Leidy has played but yet to score. So even though they have just 20 points, 5 kids have scored for Dieterich. And even though they have just 18 points, 5 kids have scored for South Central. So they're sharing the basketball really well. Again, quarters of 7 and 13 for Dieterich for their 20. 7 and 11 for South Central for their 18 points. So that's how that breaks down. Earlier tonight, Altamont win convincingly over Windsor's Two Straws 64-30. So that just about sets things up as far as the next couple of days, depending on how this game turns out, of course. 5 o'clock tomorrow night, it'll be Cowden Eric Beecher City and Windsor's Two Straws. That'll be followed at 6:30 by action between St. Elmo Brownstown and North Clay, and then it'll be St. Anthony and Neoga. So we should have fun with 3 for you tomorrow night. Remember, we'll be on the air at about 10 till 5 tomorrow with the first game pregame show. Look at Matt's stats here when we're back in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Farm Credit has
your home for the 85th annual NTC tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever, Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Member FDIC.
Today by calling 217-240-0857 and visit our website at fieldcresthomes.com.
And we welcome you back to the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament. Taking a look at the numbers here at halftime as Dieterich leads South Central 20-18. Dieterich shot 9 of 19 from the field at 47%, just 1 of 2 at the free throw line for 50%, and 2 of 5 from three-point range at 40%. South Central was 8 of 18 from the field at 44%. They have not attempted a free throw yet in this ball game, and they are 2 of 2 from three-point range thus far. I have Dieterich out-rebounding South Central 13-6. South Central with 8 turnovers, and Dieterich with 7 turnovers. So those are pretty much equal here at halftime. A lot of loose ball rebounds, though, went in favor of South Central. Individually, 6 points for Derek Poole on 3 of 4 shooting. He has 3 rebounds. Colin Hartke's 1 for 5 from the field, 1 of 2 at the line with 3 points and 6 rebounds. 4 points for Cole Nieberge as he's 2 for 3 from the field. He has 3 rebounds. Pete Britton's 1 for 1 with 2 points, and Bryce Booty is 2 for 5 from the field. He has 5 points and a rebound. Andrew Leidy tried a 3. It didn't go for Dieterich in the first half. For South Central, 5 points from Colin Miller. He's 2 for 3 from the field. Also, Chase Dodson's 2 for 4 with 4 points as he came in off the bench with a lift. Keenan Wilshire is 2 for 4 from the field. He's got 4 points and a rebound. Aaron Patton 1 for 2 with 3 points. Corey Smith has grabbed a rebound, and Hunter Brandt is 1 for 5 from the field. 2 points, 4 rebounds, though, for Hunter in the first half of action. And that's a look at the numbers here at the half, as it is Dieterich leading South Central 20-18. Let's slip in another break, and we'll come back with the second half of action here at the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Brown's Drugstore at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more. Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has 2 locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
All right. We are back at Altamont Community High School. I got to share this message. It was sent during the first game. It's too good to pass up. Brian Danks, Altamont native, but now the pride of Crawford County, says the silky smooth voices of Greg and Matt make it sound as if Tim, Travis, and Boz know what they're doing out there in the stripes, ha-ha. And I was right for once. In case fans don't recognize him, the tall, dark-haired ref is Tim Leidy. He was on the back-to-back state champ from Lawrenceville in the early 80s. And a great guy, Brian says. So thanks for sending that along, Brian.
Brian, a fellow official for high school basketball. He makes the rounds quite a bit, so just razzing some of his buddies there. And, boy, always good to have lots of folks paying attention. Those officials, you know, you got to be nice to those guys. We need them. That's
you bet.
For sure.
Absolutely we do. All right, so we're at a situation here where it's a 2-point game, and it's never been more than a 4-point game. And if somebody can figure out a way, Matt, not to turn it over, they could get on a spurt here.
They really could. I mean, it was only a couple of turnovers for South Central and 3 for Dieterich in the first quarter, but they just seemed to come in rashes, like you say, and that allowed the other team to get more opportunities. And both teams are shooting okay, 44 and 47%, nothing to be upset with there. It's just the fact they need more opportunities, and they need that by taking care of the ball.
Dieterich leads by 2. South Central gets the ball to start this second half. And they get it inbound safely. And let's see how the flow of this goes. We talk often about the third quarter being such a key in so many games through the course of the season. Wilshire with it out top for the Cougars, picks up the dribble, leaves it down with Brunt. He drives it down the lane, off balance, shot no good. He thought he got whacked on the way, but shot won't go, and cool a rebound for Dieterich. Over to Booty, who slings across the floor, and the catch by Colin Hartke. Back out to Bryce Booty, now to Hartke. Bounce pass in the corner. Good catch by Nieberge. Out to Booty. He leaves it with Britton, and somebody reached in, and we've got a foul underneath.
That could be a couple of candidates as Britton attacked the basket, earns a trip to the free throw line, and it is going to be Aaron Patton's second foul, and the team's first this half. They haven't cleared the scoreboard yet from the first half as far as foul totals. At least both teams hope.
Yeah. Bryce Booty at the line here for Dieterich, rattles the first foul shot home. That extends the Maroons' lead to 3 at 21-18, which, by the way, is the biggest lead Dietrich's had. Booty's second one, around and off. And the rebound goes to Wilshire for South Central. So it's a 3-point game, 21-18 Maroons. We're just into the second half. Getting it across the half line, Hunter Brandt. He's been a busy kid. Gets it away to Mason Robb as Cougars have their starters back in to start second half. Baseline jumper, Brandt won't go. Rebound taken down by Colin Hartke for Dieterich, and he just takes it down the floor himself. Now leaves it with Booty, now to Britton. Dieterich has their starters back too. And South Central zones them up here. Let's see what Dieterich does against this. Booty out top. Down in the corner, the catch by Cool, back to Booty. Booty on the right side of the floor now sends it across the other way. And Britton tries a corner 3, won't go. Rebound, nobody yet. Finally, it's grabbed by Wilshire for South Central. And he's getting more than a few.
Yeah, he's got 3 in the ball game, but he's always down there battling.
Dieterich with a 3-point lead. South Central with the basketball. Now it's picked up, or Miller picked up his dribble. They go down low to Wilshire, spun around the defender. It's still blocked. Blocked by Nieberge, no good, and the rebound goes to Britton for Dieterich, and somebody bodied up, and I think probably Hunter Brandt.
Well, I believe that's the person in the vicinity, and we checked with the official, Carl Repking, and he says Hunter Brandt has the... Well, they've got one. Yep, that is his first in the contest, and the team second.
Booty will inbound for Dieterich at midcourt. Maroons with the ball and a 3-point lead here, 21-18 early in the third quarter. Over on the opposite side, Hartke, the catch. They go in the corner to Cool, back to Hartke, now to Booty, now the opposite corner. And Nieberge shoots for 3, and it's no good. Cool's there for the putback, though. Derek Cool with 8. Boy, he was the only kid under there. And grabbed it, stuck it up and in, and now Dietrich's up 5. It's 23-18.
Sometimes you have to fight for the rebound. Sometimes they're just there for you.
Great pass down low, but good job by Dieterich at getting back on defense. South Central got it underneath to Colin Miller, but a great knockaway out of bounds by Colin Hartke. So it'll still be South Central ball, but man, that was a layup waiting to happen.
It was, and it was a great pass on a backdoor cut, but a superb recovery.
So Cougars get it inbounds out top, and they'll set it up in the person of Mason Robb. In the corner, loading up for 3. The shot too strong by Miller, and the rebound grabbed by Cole Nieberge for Dieterich. Down to Colin Hartke, over to Bryce Booty. He goes baseline, pulls up for 2. It's too long, and the rebound taken down by Aaron Patton for South Central. And we roll the other way. Brandt loads up for 2 from the free throw line. It rims out no good. Tough rebound. Wilshire, his shot won't go. And Hartke, the rebound for Dieterich. Wow. They get it away to Britton. Out top to Booty, and the Maroons set it up.
Well, poor shooting this quarter. Only one made shot in about 10 attempts combined.
Catch down on the corner by Nieberge for Dieterich, out to Booty. Over to Hartke. Back out to Booty. South Central stays in this zone. So far, it's been pretty effective. Hartke leaves it now with Britton. Britton splits the seam, puts it up in the lane. Shot goes. Pete Britton. Nice job by the freshman. He has 4. All of a sudden, Matt Dietrich's up 7. 25-18, and the Cougars one time. 4:33 to go in the third. We're back in a minute at the National Trail Conference Tournament. Dieterich 25, South Central 18 on 97.9 XFM.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Niemerg Steakhouse has been serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for over 40 years. Niemerg Steakhouse, proud supporters of local and area high school sports.
Your home for the 85th Annual NTC Tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
Life Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
5-0 run for Dieterich to start this third quarter, and I was saying it just a couple of minutes ago about how crucial third quarters can be in a game. And what has been a 2- and 3-point game is now a 7-point lead for Dieterich, 25-18. And here's a pass knocked away and stolen by the Maroons, and now taking it inside Cole Nieberge, and he got fouled trying to put a shot up, and he's going line for 2.
Ball just got popped into the air, and Nieberge chased it down, drove for the layup, got fouled after South Central turned it over for the first time this quarter. Foul whistled against Colin Miller. He has a couple now, and that's the team's third this half.
And Colin Miller even had the ball up high, and they still whacked it loose. Foul shot good. Cole Nieberge has 5. Now the lead's 8 for Dieterich. 26-18. And a 6-0 run here to start the third quarter. Nieberge, the big senior, ready on his second one, and it's good. So 6 for Cole Nieberge, 7 in a row for Dieterich. And friends, they're up 9, 27-18.
Cougars 0 for 7 this quarter from the field with that one turnover, too.
Miller pulls back for 3 for the Cougars. Shot no good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll go to Dieterich. Maroons just said, get away from it. We know it'll be our ball. Down there, I thought Joe Milchman was going to go after that one.
Yeah, he's a veteran down there. He understands when to stay put.
You bet. Couple of changes for the Cougars. They bring Corey Smith back in, and they sit down Miller, and Chase Dodson's back. So those two kids into the game for the Cougars, and the ball gets knocked loose, stolen by South Central. Left-hand layup, good by Corey Smith. So instant offense as Corey Smith comes in and stops that run by Dieterich, and the Cougars are back within 27-20. First Dieterich turnover this quarter. We talked about how turnovers were in a rash in the first half. Here's a shot put up, no good by Nieberge, but the rebound grabbed by Britton. He may be a freshman.
Oh, he's impressive.
My golly, he plays well. And he's not big. He's only 5'9", but he does a lot of things right. Down in the corner, Nieberge the catch, back to Britton. Dieterich with the ball and a 27-20 lead. Cool in the corner, out top, in the lane, shot for two by Britton, no good. Put back to Strong by Hartke. This shot no good by Hartke. And the rebound comes to South Central. Finally pulled down by Keenan Wilshire for the Cougars. So they can get a little closer maybe. 3 minutes left in the third quarter, and there's a reach-in foul on Cool as he was trying to take it away from Corey Smith. Josh Crumwoody really disappointed with that call. He thought just two guys going for the ball, but a foul on the Maroons.
Cool picks up his second, team's first this half. As, yeah, he was challenging the ball handler out there on the sideline.
South Central gets the ball after the foul, and now South Central threw it out of bounds. Never good when the coach ends up with a basketball, and that's what happened, right in the hands of Blake Doring. And so the Cougars give it back, their second turnover. And Brent gets a breather here as Dieterich runs Miller back in. 27-20 Dieterich, and they have the ball. Cool, down low, catch by Nieberge, shot for two, good. Cool Nieberge, nice catch and shoot. He has 8, and there's that 9-point lead again for Dieterich, 29-20.
Dieterich did a good job of breaking the pressure that time.
And off the hands now of Dodson, and the Cougars turn it over again.
Dieterich putting a little pressure in the passing lane, and I don't know if a Dieterich player tipped it or not, but either way, it hit off Dodson last on that pass to the sideline.
Dieterich with a chance to get a double-digit lead. Britton shoots for two. It won't go. Put back by Cool. No good. This rebound to Miller for South Central. I can't imagine Cool's shot didn't go in. Miller across the half line. Swings it on the wing to Dodson. He's to the free throw line. Still on the dribble. Directing traffic. Gets it away to Corey Smith. Pass underneath. Shot up. Wilshire got it. Well, I like the way he plays around the basket.
And somebody had a miscue on defense there, left him wide open underneath.
He has 6. Dieterich underneath. Cool sticks it up, and it rolled off. No good. Hartke's putback's good, and he got the foul. Dietrich's playing big boy ball around the basket now on offense.
Well, they've needed to because they've missed a lot of shots right inside, giving themselves several opportunities. That time, Hartke was able to get the putback to fall after grabbing his 10th rebound of the ball game, and that foul whistled on number 33, and we'll have to sort that out.
9-point lead again for Dieterich. Timeout Cougars. Minute 53 to go in the third. Back in 30. It's 31-22 Dieterich on 97.9 XFM.
Success takes teamwork. That's why HSHS.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Quick timeout there as Blake Doring's trying not to let this thing get out of hand. This foul shot, if it's made by Hartke, will give Dieterich a 10-point lead.
Yeah, they'll have to sort out the foul. They initially put 33 Cool on the board. Well, that wasn't right. And now they've got it switched up there. It is Colin Miller picking up his third foul.
Foul shot's good, so Hartke gets the and one. He has 6, 10, 18, 24, 32. And it's a 10-point lead for Dieterich, as I mentioned, 32-22. Cougars with 1:40 to go in this third quarter. Pass is knocked away. Wilshire was being held as Nieberge knocked it loose, and a foul on goal.
Cole picks up his first foul, and Dieterich now has their second in the half.
Yeah, neither team in danger going over the limit here. Pass into Smith. He drives it inside. An under, shot no good. Smith, the putback, no good. And this Bryce Booty rebound for Dieterich. So they have the ball in a 10-point lead here, and I wonder if they might even just go for the last one. It's a long time till the end of the quarter, but Booty gets fouled with a minute 24 to go.
Boy, both Miller and Dodson were out there. I think it's Dodson, but we got to pay attention here. Yep, it is Dodson. He has his second in the ball game, team's fifth. If that would have been on Miller, it would have been his fourth.
Patton sits down for South Central as they run Sebastian Calger into the game. He's a 5'11 junior. His first play of the tournament, I think. Yeah, that's right. That's their first game, Greg. I was thinking, thinking too much. Dieterich with the ball on the corner, out to Booty. Minute 11 to go, third quarter. Dieterich with the ball on a 10-point lead. This first time either team has had a double-digit lead in this game. Britton out top with it for Dieterich. Now to Booty, pass is stolen. Grabbed away by Corey Smith. He sticks it up, no good. But Britton got him, and Smith's going to go to the line, shoot a pair.
Smith with that steal. It was the second turnover on Dieterich, and Smith brought some energy to this to the South Central lineup, and he earns a couple of free throws here.
Corey Smith with 2 points. Foul shot up and good. And that gets the Cougars back within 9. It's 32-23. Still a minute to go in the third quarter.
Pete Britton, by the way, his first foul, team's third.
Corey Smith makes both foul shots. He has 4. Now it's an 8-point game, 32-24. And they put full court pressure on. And Britton has it. They trapped him, but he got it away nicely to Booty. Out top, Britton the catch at the free throw line. Now over on, out top really to Hartke. And now to Britton, and now Dieterich does pull it out with 39 seconds to go in the third quarter. Spin move by Hartke, and he got it away somehow to Britton. Now they go down low, and it's knocked loose, but then back out to Britton for Dieterich. Down to 25 seconds to go. Now Britton gets fouled from behind by Colin Miller trying for the steal.
What a silly foul. And Coach Blake Doring says, why? 23.7 on the clock in the third quarter, and he just picked up his fourth foul in the ball game, and the team's sixth.
So they'll run Mason Robb back in for him. Miller with his fourth foul. Dieterich with an 8-point lead, and they have the ball here. 24 seconds left in the third, and I think the Maroons will go for their last shot. I think they already were with 40. And they get it inbounded in backcourt. And look who sneaked in there. Corey Gephardt's in, the old gunner for Dieterich. He is a three-point shooter par excellence. 15 seconds left, third quarter. So he is certainly an option for him here at the end of the quarter. Booty drives it in through 2, gets it away now. Nieberge shot for 2, short, rebound, nobody yet. Finally, Hartke gets it for Dieterich, knocked loose. Robb went to the floor for South Central. And he was out of, they say it's off Dieterich. Dieterich had a kid out of bounds. So it'll be Cougar basketball.
That was a wild exchange there.
So they've got .6. Here comes the pass, and it hits a girder. And we played 3. That was an interesting finish to our third quarter. 8-point game as we go to the fourth after 3 here at the NTC tournament at Altamont. Dieterich 32, South Central 24 on 97.9 XFM.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever, Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Member,
your home for the 85th annual NTC tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
To the fourth quarter here. Dieterich in front of South Central, 32-24. Dieterich gets the ball to start this fourth quarter. Interesting game. Hartke with the ball for the Maroons. He goes to the baseline, leaves it with Kuhl. Underneath, tough catch by Nieberg. He shot over two. Good. Well, that worked out. I'm not sure that's the way Josh drew it up, but they scored. And Dietrich's back in front by 10, 34-24. And ball knocked loose. Smith gets it back for the Cougars. Off to Robb. Robb to the free throw line, lays it up, no good, and he ran over Kuhl. Derek Kuhl takes the charge, and a turnover on the Cougars, and now Dieterich could go up 12 or 13 points this trip.
And that foul, Mason Robb has his second in the ball game, and that's the team's seventh.
Yeah, he's the one that came in for Miller a minute ago. So, full court pressure, Dieterich beats it. Booty to Hartke, shot in the lane, blocked by Robb. Hartke gets it back, layup won't go. Rebound eventually comes out to Chase Dodson for South Central. He gets it across the half court, down the lane, shot against two, no good. He got fouled going up. Chase Dodson to the line to shoot two.
Looks like the Cougars are making a conscious effort to attack the basket. It cost them a charge the first trip, but Dodson this time earns a couple of free throws as he'll step to the line after Dietrich's fourth foul this half.
Dodson has 4 points, make it 5 as he makes the first foul shot.
That foul was against Britton, his second.
So Dietrich's been able to get the lead to 10. They haven't been able to move it beyond that margin. Second one, good. So Dodson hits 2 foul shots, and South Central's back within 8, 34-26. They sit Smith down, and they bring Hunter Brandt back in. Rob was trying to report back in, but he had no one to report for. So they quick hustled him back off the floor, and there's a palming cow on Booty trying to get around the defender, and Dieterich gives it back.
Well, South Central also sent Colin Miller into the ball game. That's why Rob had to check out.
So 34-26, an 8-point game, and a turnover on Dieterich. Cougars chance to get a little closer here. Brandt into the lane. Now they go to the side. Dodson goes baseline, sticks it up and in. There's 4 quick for South Central. They're back within 6. It's 34-28. So here comes South Central. Hartke in backcourt, got it up to Britton for Dieterich. And he pulls it out, sets it up. South Central stays in that zone. Britton picks up the dribble, gets it away to Kuhl. Ooh, almost walked. Got his shot blocked by Brandt. Picked back up by Nieberge, and he puts it up and in. Cole Nieberge with a dozen. And Dieterich back up 8, 36-28. 6.5 to go. Long way to go in this one. Miller with the ball for South Central. Out top now to Wilshire. Wilshire thought about leaving it with Brandt, but he didn't. Brandt's run by him twice, didn't get the ball. They leave it now with Dodson. He drives it inside, shot, good again. Chase Dodson's attacking the basket, and Dieterich hasn't had an answer, and now it's a 6-point game again.
The weak side help hasn't got there quick enough as he's beat his initial man, and he's just made some layups.
36-30 the score. On the other end, Hartke shoots 2 for Dieterich. No good. Boy, high percentage shot, and it came out. Brandt the rebound for South Central. On the side now to Dodson. Out top, Wilshire for 3. No good. Rebound, Dieterich. Grabbed by Bryce Booty. He gets it to Pete Britton, going coast to coast. Off balance shot, good. Tough shot by Pete Britton. Freshman has 6. Dietrich's back up 8, 38-30. Brandt with the ball for the Cougars. Pulls it out. Now says, let's try this play. Picks up the dribble. Now he's in trouble. Got it underneath. Tough catch. Dodson scores again. He may get to name the score, man. He's got a dozen. He had 8 at halftime, and it's a 6-point game again, 38-32. Trouble on the dribble for Booty, stolen by the Cougars, knocked away, stolen back by Hartke, and then Brandt, kind of a frustration foul, fouls Hartke.
Well, I'll tell you what, from my angle, we had a pretty good look at it, and Hartke caused as much of that contact as anybody as he went into Brandt. Can't blame him, though. He was a half a step in front of him, had the opportunity to pick up a foul on Hunter. That's his second, And with the team's eighth, it's a 1-and-1 for Colin Hartke after the two teams exchanged their second turnovers of the quarter.
38-32 Dieterich. Hartke's foul shot good. He gets one more. Colin with 7 points. Two kids, one for each team with 12 points. The scoring leaders, Nieberge for Dieterich and Dodson for South Central. Here's Hartke's second foul shot, and it's perfect. Hartke with 8. Dieterich back up 8. 40-32, still 4:50 to go. Dodson for South Central to the free throw line. Down low, tough catch. Wilshire shot short. Rebound Dieterich. Derek Poole rips it out of there for the Maroons. Gets it off to Hartke. Hartke stopped at midcourt, but he got it away safely to Britton. Britton to Poole. Corner, Nieberge. Doesn't shoot. Back out top to Hartke. Back to Nieberge. Timeout Dieterich. Maroons want time. Back in a minute. 4:26 to go in this one at the NTC tournament. Dieterich 40, South Central 32 on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Brown's Drug Store at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more. Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has 2 locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
The Effingham area's choice for news, sports, weather, and more. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
.426 to go on this one. It's 40-32 Dieterich leading South Central. Maroons had the basketball inbound after their timeout. No deal about timeouts for either team, is there?
Now, Dietrich called 1, and South Central's called 2. That inbound pass slipped right through the hands of Britton for an over and back.
He went into backcourt, and as soon as he touched it, Carl Repking says, you can't do that. So it'll be South Central basketball. So they have a chance to get a little closer here, trailing 40-32. Dodson will inbound to Wilshire. Out top to Smith. Smith on the side. Aaron Patton with the ball, drives the baseline, stops, can't shoot, threw it out front, and it is saved out there by Dodson. Now it's loose again, and there's Wilshire to the rescue. Shot up for 2, no good. Wilshire hits the deck. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair. That was like the Flying Walendas there for a minute.
The scramble offense, but it ends in a couple of free throws for South Central. Chance to pull a little closer as Cole Nieberge's called for his second. And that will be the team's 5th.
You're the team behind. You want to score with a clock stop. Foul shot, no good, though. Wilshire has 6 tonight. Missed that foul shot. Half a quarter to go. 40-32 Dieterich. Wilshire's foul shot good this time. So a miss and a make. He has 7. And Cougars are back within 7, 40-33. Britton with a basketball to Dieterich. Drives on Smith, goes baseline. Now he's in trouble. No, he got it out safely to Nieberge, to Hartke. And the Cougars play defense. Dieterich drives it inside. Nieberge shoots for 2 and got it. Little jumper in the lane.
Found the soft spot in the zone, and he just stopped and popped for the little 8-footer.
14 for Nieberge. Back to a 9-point lead for Dieterich. 42-33 with 3.5 to go. Dodson for the Cougars. To Miller. They force it down low. Nice catch by Wilshire after the ball was knocked away. He stopped, shot for 2, no good. Rebound, Britton goes up and rips it away for Dieterich. You got to come watch this freshman play basketball. He doesn't play like a kid who's in his first year of high school. Britton gets the ball away to Hartke. Down to 3 minutes to go. Dietrich's up 9 with the ball, so South Central's going to have to consider their strategy here in a minute. Britton to Cool, out top to Booty, right side to Hartke, real close to a foul. Now to Booty, 2:45 to go. Hartke. A little shake and bake into a double team. Now he gets it away. It's knocked loose, but regained by the Maroons. And we're down to 2.5 minutes to go. Dieterich gets it. Nieberge underneath. Cool, one step. He got the shot down and got fouled to boot. So he's got a chance for an and one.
Yeah, and South Central player hit the deck hard, and he is still on the floor.
Yeah, it's Aaron Patton.
Yep, he committed the foul. He tried to get Cool and prevent the basket, but Cool is so strong, he just kind of flipped over him almost, in a sense.
Yeah, he's up. That's good news, Aaron Patton. Susie Parks, who's had a busy night, out there to check on him. Checking. What's your name? Aaron Patton. Did that hurt? Yes. Okay, so he's okay. But he'll have to come out here for a minute. He'll be replaced by Sebastian Calger for the Cougars. Hopefully Aaron's going to get the parts put back together here in a second. 2:28 left in this one. Dietrich's up 11 after that basket by Cool, and here's the and one, and it's good. Cool with 11, and there's a 12-point lead for Dietrich, 45-33. Time's a-wasting for the Cougars. They get the ball to Miller. Miller trying to go down low. Wilshire the catch, working on two. Shot up and good. Nice work by Wilshire. He has 9, gets it to a 10-point game, and timeout Cougars. 2:13 left. Back in 30. It's 45-35 Dietrich on 9. Oh, going to call it a minute. Back in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Just come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located South Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com. Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour. Your home for the 85th Annual NTC Tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
2:13 to go in regulation. Dietrich up 10, 45-35. Cougars got some points, called the timeout. We'll see how the moving Maroons respond here. 45-35. Dietrich looking for their 15th win of the year with a win here tonight. Some pressure in backcourt by the Cougars, but the Maroons get it inbounded to Britton. Now over to Hartke, and he gets it across the half line. Now to Booty, now to Hartke. We're down to 2 minutes to go. Dietrich by 10. Britton with a basketball. Dribbles into heavy traffic. Now to Booty, now to Britton. And we're down to minute 50 to go. Catch at the high post by Nieberge. Right side to Hartke, back out to Britton. And now we're down to minute 45 to go.
Pretty much got to find someone to foul here pretty quick.
Driving it inside. Cool, runner for 2, won't go, and a foul. Cool going to the line to try to add to this 10-point lead.
Yeah, when you couldn't get the ball away from them, you got to, times your biggest enemy if you're South Central. Eventually they get Cool as he was driving to the basket, so he'll have 2 free throws here. I guess it would have been 2 either way, though, as that's the team's 10th as Calger picks up his first.
Cool has 11. Dietrich leads at 45-35 with a minute 40 to go. Derich's foul shot, short. But one more coming. South Central's going to run Miller back in there. And they run Brandt back in. They sit down Rob, and they sit down Sebastian Calger. So South Central's got their A-team in there now. Trailing 10, though, with a minute 40 to go, and Cool, foul shot, good. So a miss and a make. Very Cool with a dozen, and the lead's 11 for Dietrich, 46-35, and a minute 35 to go. They get the ball on the side. Wilshire to Dodson, and Dodson didn't know what to do and fell down. Got a little top heavy. Gets called for the walk. So the third turnover by the Cougars, and now Dietrich with an 11-point lead in the ball and a minute 35 to go, and things are looking rosy here for Dietrich. There's the ball kicked by the Cougars. Dietrich will inbound right by their bench. Hartke deep to Britton. Britton dribbles through 3, gets it up court to Booty. Well, that worked out well for Dietrich. And we're down to 1:20 to go. Ball knocked loose, stolen by the Cougars, but we've got a guy around the leg, and finally Dieterich got a timeout called with 1:16 to go. Back in 30. It's Dieterich 46, South Central 35 on 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
1:16 to go on this one. Dieterich by 11 with 1:15 to go, so it's looking pretty good for the Maroons. South Central trying to foul or trying to force a turnover or something, but nothing's worked yet. Nieberge to the corner, to Booty to Britton. They swing it out front to Hartke. Under a minute to go, and there's a foul. Foul by Dodson. He fouled Hartke, excuse me, man.
Dodson whistles for his third foul, and it'll be double bonus for the rest of the game for Dieterich, as they're well over 10 fouls are the Cougars now this half.
Hartke with 8 tonight. His team's leading by 11. Foul shot, good. Hartke with 9. Dietrich's up a 12 now, I think. 47-35. Second one, good. Maybe I'm wrong. What is the score? 47-35?
Well, I'll have to do some math here.
Hartke has 10. Here's a shot put up, no good by Dodson. Rebound grabbed out of there by Britton for Dieterich. And we're down to 45 seconds left. Dieterich with a 12-point lead, I guess, 47-35. Out front, Britton just kind of hangs on to it, and there's a reach-in foul by South Central with 35 seconds left.
Yeah, I've got 48 when I do my math.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I thought it was 48 also.
Unless there was a lane violation or something that we never saw.
Well, yeah, I thought it was 46, and he made 2 foul shots, so that's why I'm confused. Anyway, this foul shot's no good by Britton. Booty leaves now for Dieterich, and Corey Gephardt's back in. Again, the Maroons by more than 10. Second foul shot, no good. But the rebound to Cool for Dieterich. Man, they get the boards right when they need them.
Yeah, they've dominated the glass in this game. That's been a big part of the story here.
Half a minute to go. They get it inside. Cool waits for the traffic to clear. Then Bront went up and still blocked his shot. Rebound to Britton, though, for Dieterich. Down to 18 seconds to go. And Dieterich now says, let's just pull this thing out front and celebrate our win. Down to 10. Dieterich is advancing to the championship semifinals on Friday night. Here comes the buzzer. Final score, I think Dieterich 47, South Central 35. We'll talk to both coaches, so stick with us. Post-game show on the way in 90 seconds on 97.9 XFM.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Niemerg Steakhouse has been serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for over 40 years. Niemerg Steakhouse, proud supporters of local and area high school sports.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever, Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Member FDIC.
The Effingham area's choice for news, sports, weather, and more. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
This is the Farm Credit Illinois postgame show. Farm Credit Illinois, assisting farmers for over 100 years.
Well, our games are in for the night, and Dieterich posts a win here over South Central. 47-35 is what they had on the board. Matt and I both had it for 48, so we'll double check. Anyway, Dieterich gets a win. That's the bottom line. They improved to 15-6 on the season. South Central now 11-9. It was anybody's game. It was 7-7 after a quarter. Dieterich outscored South Central 13-11 in the second quarter and led it 20-18 at halftime. Third quarter started to see some disparity as Dieterich outscored South Central 12-6 and added up 8 after 3, 32-24. And then Dieterich outscored South Central 15-11 in the fourth quarter and won it 47-35. So Dieterich now 15-6, South Central now 11-9. Here's a look at the scoring in this game for South Central. Chase Dodson had a dozen. Hunter Brandt had 2. Colin Miller had 5. Keenan Wilshire 9. Aaron Patton had 3. He had a 3-back in the first half. Corey Smith had 4 points, and Mason Robb got to play. So did Sebastian Calger. South Central's quarters 7, 11, 6, and 11 for their 35 points. Again, they're now 11-9, and they will be playing on Friday night against the let's see, they are the loser of make sure I get this right.
Altamont plays the winner, which is Dieterich, and South Central plays the loser of the first game tonight, which was, well...
No, that's not right.
That's not right.
See, that's why I'm hesitating. Dieterich and South Central. So, the loser of Game 5 plays the winner of Game 6. And the loser of Game 5 was just South Central. So South Central's in the first game on Friday night.
Mm-hmm. And they've got to wait and see if they play CHBC or Windsor Stu Strauss.
There you go. Okay, so pardon me for taking a second there. Wanted to make sure I didn't tell you something wrong. But again, Altamont and Dieterich in the championship semifinals on Friday night. That ought to be a dandy. So we've given you the numbers for South Central. For Dieterich, Bryce Booty had 6. Pete Britton had 6. Cole Nieberge led all scores with 14 for Dieterich. Colin Arkey had 10, and Derek Kuhl had 12. And Andrew Leidy got to play. 7, 13, 12, and 15. And that's 47 for Dieterich. So Dieterich wins at 47-35. And let's take a break. Matt will give us the stats, and we'll be back with the coaches on the post-game show here in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Brown's Drug Store at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more. Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has 2 locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located South Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Back at Altamont, final score again, Dieterich 47, South Central 35. That's after Altamont a convincing win in the opener over Windsor Stu Strauss. That by a count of 64-30. So 3 games for you. Remember, tomorrow night starts at 5 o'clock with that battle between CHBC and Windsor Stew Straws. And Dieterich coach Josh Crumweedy visits us with us on the post-game show. So we'll saddle Josh up and visit with the Dieterich coach. First of all, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
It was quite a battle.
Went back and forth for a while, didn't it?
Absolutely.
We talked about in the halftime locker room just the importance of winning the third quarter. You probably heard a lot of coaches say that all year, but the way the game was going, you could tell early that it wasn't going to get to the 60s unless something dramatic happened in the second half. So, I don't know if either team played what they would consider their best tonight, but you got to be able to win in different ways, and I thought we were able to win in somewhat of a ugly way, but with the score being what it was. But the way we came out in the second half can't be understated, so can't be overstated.
Absolutely. You've got the combination with Booty and Britton. You got a sophomore and a freshman, and I know it's January, and they played a while, but you're still a freshman and a sophomore running the show for you, and then you got the bigs inside. And those kids are doing a good job setting those guys up inside.
Yeah, a lot of teams have youth. You watch Windsor Stew Straws, and they got all kinds of youth. So I think we've had conversations before where you've brought up our youth, and it's definitely true, and it shows sometimes. We had some turnovers late that you would like to think that my sophomore and freshman guard in a year or two, or maybe even at the end of this year, won't be committing in order to seal a victory a little bit easier for our team. But and that comes with experience. But at the same time, what I always say is this late in the year, youth is youth, but it's not. You got to find a way to figure it out. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you at the end of the day. So ultimately, I thought those guys did a good job. They gave us 12 points, 12 of our 48 from those two guys. So if we can get that out of them and just get them on the board and get them a couple buckets, especially early, they can start feeling pretty confident about themselves.
Okay, you had it for 48 too. So did we. I just wanted to double check. So 48-35 was the final. Little disparity, so thank you for bringing your scorebook along. As far as your old guys, and I was called Derek Cool as a junior and old guy, 3 guys in double figures, always helpful.
And that's kind of the way the season's been going. Those guys, for the most part, have gotten theirs offensively. Our 2 leading scorers are Hartke and Nieberge, and they're both averaging over 13 points, but they're very close to each other. And they're very consistent in getting to those double-digit numbers. And you'll probably see that in our 6 losses, they're probably not getting there. I don't know for sure. But the teams that have been able to stop those guys, it forces those younger guys to step up. And not that they haven't done it this year. We've had Booty and Andrew Leidy even and Pete Britton step up as young guards when the other guys aren't performing and have really picked us up. But for the most part, what you're going to get out of those big guys, the old guys that you call them. But that's what's expected out of them. And what I like to see is how much we went to the line in the second half. Obviously being ahead, they're going to have to foul. But there were 2 free throws shot in the first half. And we were 1 for 2 from the free throw line. And we usually do a pretty good job of getting to the free throw line. We knew that was going to start coming. If we could keep the lead, they were going to have to start fouling us. And we were able to convert a lot of points on those free throws.
I know I'm belaboring the point, but when you talk about youth, then you think about the fact that Cole Nieberge, a kid who is a senior now, was playing out there as a freshman.
Yeah, so when we talk about that experience thing, he's somebody that we really expect to know what to do in any given situation. And this year, I can't speak enough to his, his character, his leadership. I think early in the year, it was a little tough for he and Colin as the only seniors to realize that this was their team. But sooner or later, about Christmas time, both of those guys have really stepped up, and especially, in games like these, Cole and Colin, we need them to bring the other guys along. And tonight you could see just kind of their demeanor and not so much like the stat sheet, but just the little things they do and the things they say in timeouts and things like that. And that's what a lot of coaches mean. Obviously, when they talk about having a lot of seniors, we don't have a lot, but the 2 that we have contributed a lot, not just this year, but in the years past.
And it's not necessarily always a layup, but the shots that Cole gets or Colin Hartke gets or Derek Cool gets are 4 and 6 and 8 foot shots.
Yeah.
And generally those go in where maybe an 18-footer won't.
In today's basketball, it's a lot of layups and 3-pointers, and we don't necessarily fall into that category, but Our rebounding is what keeps us in games. The fact that we can shoot and miss and still get the opportunity to put the ball back in. You saw a couple baskets on that. I know Hartke had a big and one there in the fourth quarter late that, relieved some pressure of us missing some shots. And, we're not the best outside shooting team, but our ability with those big guys, and even our guards at times do a good job of rebounding. But like you said, we were, even in the first half, it's 20-18 at half, nobody's really scoring, but the points we were getting were from the mid-range area, those 6, 8, 12-footers. And, you got to wonder if we don't make some of those. I know Cool made a couple here in front of you guys.
Yeah.
It could be a different outlook coming out of halftime. So, we're probably the minority in the teams that still work on our mid-range game, but we like that. It kind of suits us.
And sometimes it's tough to defend when you don't see it other places.
Yeah, and, looking at the team we're going to play Friday. Well, exactly. Yeah. Looking at the team we're going to play Friday. I mean, Altamont, they do such a good job of creating outside shots for all their shooters that they have, and they play such a different style than us, especially on offense. But, we're excited to have the opportunity to get them again. They got us a little while back, a couple weeks ago at our place. And our guys are really, I can tell you in the locker room, they're really confident and they really feel good about this game coming up Friday, and we feel like we can really give them a test.
One thing Matt has shown me, speaking of rebounds, you outboarded 32-15 tonight.
Yeah, I mean, and that's, I think, we're averaging almost 30 rebounds a game through 20 games coming into tonight, and our opponents are about 23. So rebounding is our thing. And as, another team's thing is shooting threes, or another team's thing is, playing zone and forcing turnovers, our thing is rebounding. And a lot of people know that. I'm not, I'm not telling people something they don't already know, but that's what our team does. And obviously that's a pretty big disparity. But for the most part, we expect to out-rebound our opponents for sure.
Should be a fun one Friday night, Dieterich and Altamont.
We're excited.
Yeah. Appreciate the visit, Josh. Thank you. Dieterich coach Josh Crumwitty. Appreciate him coming up for the post-game show. And Blake Doring is nice enough to stick around, and we'll get the South Central mentor in here too. And just for me, Blake, thanks to all you gentlemen for taking time and coming up and visit with us on the post-game show. We don't always get an opportunity to talk about the area teams, and it's good to have this opportunity. So thanks for coming up.
Well, thank you. It's an honor to be here. So
I wanted to double check. This was such a close ball game and so back and forth. But we talk about it, how big a third quarter is, and it was big in this game.
Oh, absolutely. I thought we took the lead 18-15, and 40 seconds to go till half maybe, and maybe it was 18-17 at that point. But we in the half with like turnover, and they get easy buckets, and nothing like some momentum going into halftime.
Yeah.
And then we always talk about ending the half strong and then starting the half strong, and unfortunately we didn't do either tonight, because it went from about 4 to 5 minutes there, it went from 18-15 us to 25-18 them, and I thought from that point on we just kind of hung around, and I think we got it to 36-30 and had a missed layup, and they go down and make their layup. I just thought we're that close. Just way too many wasted opportunities. I thought finishing at the basket, too many on that end, and then I think on that end we probably got out rebounded something like 30-15, or just way too many second chances. When we made our run to take the lead there late in the second quarter, we were rebounding, and so
Chase Dodson, I don't know what you did to start his engine, but boy, he kept you right in it that second half.
Yeah, he, number one, he plays extremely hard, and he's just got an attacking mentality, and he's done a lot of nice things over the course of this year, and provides a really good spark off the bench for us. So he's done nothing but get better and better. So
Keenan Wilshire is another kid that impressed me because the way he plays around the basket. He's not near big in the classic sense, but he plays big.
Right, and he's averaging, 17 and a half, coming into this tournament, and only just a sophomore. He's done some really nice things this year. He's capable of posting up on the block. He can handle the ball if need be. Friday night he made 4 threes. So he's just kind of he's probably a surprise to everyone around the area. But watching him last year and in the summer and in the spring and seeing how much work he puts in, and good things happen when you do that. So
coaches appreciate that.
That's right.
They sure do. Yeah, and you've got some kids that have a lot of talent, and sometimes the ball goes in and sometimes it doesn't. Hunter Brandt comes to mind. 2 points tonight, but we both know he can score a whole bunch more.
Right, and his role has totally changed from last year, from playing inside and, floating around the perimeter a little bit to, A, having to handle the ball, get our offense started, and then, B, make sure he's taking, 10, 12 good shots a game. And, unfortunately tonight they just didn't fall, and hopefully they do Friday.
Yeah, hopefully they do. I had mentioned Colin Miller. He gave you some good minutes. Aaron Patton held to the 1-3. Mason Robb got to start tonight. Sebastian Calgary. Corey Smith, he's an interesting little player.
Yeah, I thought we got really good minutes off the bench from Chase and Corey.
Yeah.
And Sebastian Calgary. A little bit of skill there, and Sebastian just brings a level of toughness that we need. I thought they gave us a really good spark off the bench.
Yeah. So you're sitting at 11-9 now, and back in action on Friday night, and you don't know yet who you're going to play with the bracket as it is. You're going to have to find out who wins between CHBC and Windsor's Two Straws, and so you've got to get ready to defend against 2 teams instead of 1.
Right. The thing is, with so many minor details on our part, we got to take care of ourselves first.
Right.
We're on the line of, we're here and we want to be here, and it's just those minor details, that, go into, a 32-minute basketball game, that are separating us from being here and here right now. And, thankfully we got several more weeks of the season, and, I think from how we started in January to now, if we can take that leap again, in the next coming weeks, we'll be all right.
Very good. We'll look forward to seeing you Friday night.
I look forward to it as well.
Blake.
Thank you.
You bet. That's Blake Doring, coach of the South Central Cougars. Appreciate him joining us on the postgame show. Matt has some stats that he worked really hard on, like that rebounding number. That's I didn't realize it was that big a disparity.
Yeah, and that led to a lot of opportunities for Dieterich, as they were 18 of 43 from the field at 42%. They were 10 of 14 at the free throw line at 71%, and 2 of 7 from long range at 29%. Compare that to South Central, 14 of 38 from the field at 36%, and only 5 of 6 at the free throw line for 83%, which is a great percentage, but just 6 opportunities compared to a lot more chances for Dieterich. And South Central was 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. Again, a good percentage at 40%. But again, Dieterich committed 11 turnovers in the ball game compared to South Central's 14. And again, I had it at a 32-15 rebounding edge for Dieterich. And most other people that I talked to said, "Yep, we had similar numbers." So, sometimes you think about it twice when you have numbers like that. But that's the way it worked out here tonight. Individually for Dieterich, a double-double for Colin Harkey. He was just 2 of 11 from the field, but 5 of 5 at the free throw line, finished with 10 points, and I had him with 11 rebounds tonight. Also 14 points for Cole Niebrigge, 6 of 10 from the field, 2 of 2 at the line, 5 rebounds in those 14. And Derek Poole, 12 points and 8 rebounds, a big night for him as well. 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 3 at the line. 5 points for Pete Britton, 6 points for Pete Britton, 3 of 6 from the field, 0 of 2 at the line, but he had 5 rebounds from a point guard. And also Bryce Booty was 2 of 6 from the field. He had 1 of 2 attempts at the line. He was 1 for 2 there and had 3 rebounds with his 6 points. And Andrew Leidy tried a shot in the game as well. For South Central, 12 points for Chase Dodson off the bench, 8 of them in the fourth quarter. He was 5 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, a rebound, and 12 points. Keenan Wilshire, 4 of 11 from the field, 1 of 2 at the line with 5 rebounds and 9 points. Hunter Brandt, 1 of 9 from the field, 5 rebounds, 2 points. Colin Miller, 2 of 6 from the field, a rebound and 5 points. Also, Aaron Patton, 1 of 2 from the field, a rebound and 3 points. And Corey Smith, 1 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 at the line, 2 rebounds and 4 points for Corey tonight. And that wraps up the stats on this one as Dieterich moves on to the semifinals against Altamont on Friday night with the 48-35 victory.
Very good. Thank you, Matt. First game final saw Altamont a big win over Windsor Stu Straws by a count of 64-30. So those are our 2 games tonight. And Caleb, I'll just double check. The only other thing I know was going on high school wise was the Little Illini Conference tournament had a couple of games, and then we had some 7th grade boys regionals. Anything to report?
I do, Greg. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. At the Little Illini Conference Tournament, it was Newton over Paris, 45-30, and Lawrenceville got the win over Flora in a very close game there, 52-50. Then in junior high boys basketball action at the 7-2A St. Anthony Regional, it was St. Anthony over North Clay, 54-27. And then in the Class 7-4A Mount Zion Regional, Mount Zion got the win over Stephen Decatur, 54-33. And there's your scores, gentlemen.
Good. Thank you, Caleb. I appreciate the update. Again, the finals here. Altamont 68, Windsor Stu Straws 30, and Dieterich 48, South Central 35. We have a triple header for you tomorrow night, but before I do that, let me drop some more names here real quick because we've been trying to keep up to date on everybody who's been reporting in. Derek Gordon, he's seen a game or 2 here, watching from Bloomington Normal. Hello, Derek. Gavin Sherrod, watching from Effingham. Go, Dieterich. Great job, Matt and Greg. Chris Harden, watching from my hotel room in Effingham. Not from this area, traveling for work. I love basketball, and your tournament popped up on my YouTube. Very well done. Enjoyed both games. So thanks, folks. We're getting all kinds of comments from all over creation, and we appreciate that. 3 for you tomorrow night. 5 o'clock, game 1 tomorrow night. Cowden Eric Beecher City plays Windsor Stu Straws. Bob Lockhart and I were talking about not much time to rest here.
No.
Quick turnaround for the Hatchets as they'll play the Bobcats tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. Then at about 6:30, St. Elmo Brownstown will play North Clay. That ought to be a heck of a ball game.
Yeah.
Man, pick a winner there. And then the 8 o'clock game, St. Anthony and Neoga. So we should have some fun tomorrow night.
Really should have some good games. And like I said, that CHBC Windsor Stu Straws matchup, that's the most important game of the tournament for those teams. Because if they lose, they're done. You don't want to practice Friday and Saturday. You want to play Friday and Saturday, and that's the opportunity that you would have if you win that contest.
So 3 tomorrow, 2 on Friday, and then 4 on Saturday here at the 85th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament at Altamont. So I don't forget, let me remind, we'll also be broadcasting our annual battle between the Lady Shoes and the Lady Hearts Friday night. That'll be on KJ Country at 102.3, and that tag team of Dustin White and Millie Lang will have that one for you. And that varsity game should start at about 7:30 Friday night on KJ Country at 102.3. So we're just covering you up with basketball.
Yeah, it's a great time of year if you're a high school basketball fan, and if you're not, maybe it's a good time to become one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good games, and we are blessed with them in our area, that's for sure.
Thanks to Wayne and Austin. They took care of making it look good. And for them, for Caleb Moody back at the studios, and for my friend Matt Robinson, I'm Greg Sapp again. Altamont and Dieterich, your winners. They'll play each other in the championship semifinals Friday night here at Altamont. Have a great night, everybody. I'm Greg